Hey y'all. Okay, we have that chicken left over, from our chicken scampi, and y'all, goodness, this made a ton because me and Belle have been snacking on this, and we still have this much left. So let me tell you what we're going to do with it. We are going to take these rolls. This is the rolls that you get in the frozen section. I'll show you the bag here in just a second, and we are going to do some little chicken minis like you can get at Chick-fil-A, okay? And so for the first thing you want to do is cook your rolls. Or if you don't have, let me back up a minute. If you don't have leftover chicken and you want to make these, of course you want to fry your chicken up. Just season it however you want to do. Cut it up in smaller pieces and just fry it up and then set that aside. Or you can do that while your rolls are cooking. But since I have leftover chicken, I'm going to do the rolls, and then we're going to pop this in the oven and just let it heat up for a few minutes, because then we're going to put it all back in the oven together, okay? So this is the rolls that I have. It's the Sister Schubert yeast rolls, okay? I will take a picture of this and I will post it in the comments. I know it's backwards on here, so if you're not familiar with these kind of rolls, just look in the comments. There will be a picture there, okay? You just cook these going by the instructions on the bag. There are two different options. You can do it. It gives you an option if you're cooking them frozen, and it gives you an option if you're cooking them thawed out. I let mine sit out and thaw out. So, therefore, my instructions are going to be 350. You want to loosely cover them with foil, and it says 17 to 20 minutes. So, I will put my timer on about 15 minutes. I always like to do a little bit less, so that way I can kind of check them, before it gets, because, all ovens cook different. So, we're just going to take this foil here, y'all. Like it said, just loosely cover. So I'm just going to kind of tuck it a little bit like that. And like I said, I have my oven on 350. I'm going to pop those in there, and then I'm going to just cut up our chicken in smaller pieces. I think there were 16 rolls in here. So I'm just going to cut the chicken up a little bit smaller. We're going to put a glaze over it, and these are delicious. The kids will love these. It's perfect for a weekend breakfast or holiday breakfast or even for dinner. They're good any time of the day. So anyway, I'm going to pop these in there, put my timer on 15 minutes, cut the chicken up, and I will be back. Hey, y'all. Okay, I just got our rolls out. I'll tell you about those here in just a second, but let's get our chicken in the oven. I'm going to try to put just a tiny bit of water in here on these, just because I know that they're going to be a little dry or drier than what they would be, the day that you cook them, because you got to think, we fried them, and then now we're popping them in the oven and reheating them, so this water, I'm hoping will help just give them a little bit of moisture. Okay, and I didn't want to just really pour it directly over, so that's why I'm kind of doing it like this. However, now, if you cook your chicken fresh to make these, you don't have to worry about that. But you got to think, y'all, we're doing leftovers, so you can't complain. Anyway, the oven's still on 350. I'm going to pop these in there. And also, I was thinking about it just a second ago. Like, if you know of any, like, good quality chicken nuggets or chicken strips, like in the frozen bags, that you buy for your children or whatever, those would work perfectly fine, too. I wouldn't even know where to start this day and time. I used to buy them for my boys, but these days I have no idea. All right, so let's look at our rolls here. We're going to go ahead and baste them a little bit, and then we're going to do it again once we get our chicken on there. So you can see here, I cooked them for about 18 minutes. And then here I have 4 tablespoons of melted butter, which is half a stick. Okay. Let me back you up so y'all can see here. And now we're just going to add in some honey. I've had it sitting over here so that it could warm up a little bit. All right, so 4 tablespoons of butter. And I'm going to do anywhere, I'm thinking around about 1.5 tablespoons of honey. This is a 2 tablespoon deal here, so I'm not going to fill it all the way up. I'm thinking that'll be about right there. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how that is. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and baste them a little bit. And then once our chicken heats up, we're going to open them up, put the chicken in, and then we're going to baste them again and pop them back in the oven for a few minutes. So you don't have to worry about the rolls getting cold because we're going to be putting them back in the oven, okay? They smell so good, y'all. All right, I think that's about got it. Let me see. Let me do a little taste here. Yep, that's perfect. Oh yeah, and I'm using salted butter too, by the way. All right, so we're just going to baste these really good while they're still good and hot. Y'all let me know if you've ever made these. I know this is just a very popular dish, or a popular item, should I say, at Chick-fil-A. And they are good, I tell you what. So good. Okay. I just got those good and covered. I'm just going to, I may lay the foil back over those. I'm just going to let the chicken heat up for a few minutes. And when I come back, we're going to open these up and put our chicken in there. All right, y'all, let's start stuffing our little rolls here. Now, you see, you don't want to open them all the way. You just want to do like a little slit like this, and then put your little piece of chicken in there, okay? So let's start getting it in there. I laid some of them out over here on this little board so I hope that we'll be able to fit all of these in here after we get them stuffed. But this is what you want to do. Just take your chicken and pop it in there. Like that. Okay, y'all. I'm not going to keep you while I do all these. Like I said, I have these over here, and I'm just going to stuff these and try to squeeze them all in this little pan here, and I'll be back in a second. All right, y'all. I have all of our little rolls filled up. Don't them look so good? All right, now we're going to baste them again really good, and that way some of this glaze can get on our chicken also. All right, let's get this mixed up. We're just going to brush all over. I tell you what, this smells so good. These rolls smell delicious. You know, I'm not a bread lover, but they smell good. And I do love this little item at Chick-fil-A. I'll just be honest with you. I do love it. I feel like you can't have too much. Can't have too much butter and all that good stuff. So let's get it all down in the little nick and crannies. Y'all ever heard that? Okay, y'all. So my oven is still on 350. I don't think I'm going to cover these. I think I'm just going to pop them in there and just for maybe, I don't know, 5-10, probably just about 5 minutes or so, just long enough to kind of let that butter and honey kind of glaze up a little bit, and I'll be back. I wish y'all could smell these. All right, y'all, let's look at our little chicken minis. I've had them sitting out here for a minute, cooling off. Look at these. And I grabbed one out, and then I moved them all back over to look right in the pan because I want to take a picture of them. But anyway, I did get me one out to try here. But when I put these back in the oven, I only cooked them for about 5 minutes. You don't want the rolls, like you don't want the top of them to get like a hard or like crusty deal. You want them to still be really soft because that's how they are when you get them at the restaurant. So that's kind of what I was shooting for. So let's see here, y'all. Let's give it a taste test. Perfect. So good. Now, like I said, using the leftover chicken, it is a little bit dry. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. However, me a drink. You know, stuff like this just clogs up your throat. However, if you want to, make your chicken fresh and make these, it would be outstanding. Like I said, they're still good. It's just, the chicken's just kind of dried out by now. And besides that, a lot of that's probably my fault because whenever I cook chicken, I make sure it is well done. So I probably fried it till it was just well done. You know what I'm saying? And so then to reheat it and do something like this, it has kind of dried out. But we will still eat every single one of these. I'm just being honest with you. If you go that route, I want you to know that. That little bell there, she's woke up now. What are you looking at, Belle? Anyway, y'all, these are really, really good. Make you some sort of fresh chicken, whether it be a chicken nugget, chicken strip in your air fryer, however you want to do it. Do the rolls like just the way that the instruction says. Put that little glaze over them, and you will love them. Your kids will love them. It'll be delicious. All right, y'all. Well, I am going to get off of here. I'm going to try to only eat this one. I'm going to try to not eat anymore. I'm going to give these to Brayden. And I'm going to try to not eat anymore. I'm going to try to give them to him like this with a full platter. So I'm going to try to not pick another one out. Anyway, y'all, these are so good, especially if you've ever eaten them at the restaurant, then you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.